There have been 3 Canadian-born NWA World's Heavyweight Champions, Whipper Billy Watson, Gene Kiniski, and Christian Cage. Stu Grayson would like to become the 4th and the 60th man to lay claim to the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship match. The last time the title changed hands here at this venue, Harley Race dethroning Terry Funk in 1977.
That would have been a great one. Wish I was there.
Harley Race, an 8-time champion. The record number of reigns, none other than the Nature Boy Ric Flair, with 9 reigns as NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. And here comes Thom Latimer in his first reign as Kingpin.
Looks great.
Yeah, he wrestles like a bar fight in a pressure cooker. He's raw power, relentless pressure, and no wasted motion. A brutal brawler with British backbone. And this is his first ever match against Stu Grayson. You know, when Latimer locks in, Mercy locks out. We saw him successfully defend the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship against Bishop Dyer at MLP Mayhem. And he's back to defend the 10 pounds of gold here at a venue that has seen many memorable NWA World's Heavyweight Championship matches.
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. When the bell rings, your referee in charge will be Harry D. Introducing first, the challenger. From Ottawa, Ontario, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is born and bred for combat, Stu Grayson. His opponent, from Chesterfield, England, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the reigning and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Thom Latimer.
That's what it's all about. Original champion Orville Brown in 1948. Longest reigning champion Lou Thesz, who defended and, well, lost the title and won it here at this venue formerly known as Maple Leaf Gardens. The biggest one, of course, Whipper Billy Watson, 1956, when he ended that record reign of Lou Thesz right here in this sacred stomping ground. But Stu Grayson hopes it's his night to add Canadian lore to this prestigious title. Thom Latimer wants to return home with the 10 pounds of gold, and they lock up in a collar and elbow tie-up here to begin this NWA World's Heavyweight Championship match.
Latimer using his height advantage here, the leverage to get the better of that lockup.
Grayson, born and bred for combat, been a martial artist since the age of 7, a triple black belt. He was an undefeated kickboxer, and he said, in order for Latimer to beat him, he has to kill him tonight. That's how much it means for him to become NWA World's Heavyweight Champion here on home soil, and what a chapter it would add to Canadian pro wrestling legacy should Grayson become the new champion here tonight. Go behind, now into the side headlock by Grayson. Latimer with over 2 decades of experience, and they're showing off his gamesmanship.
What's always got Latimer into trouble, Mauro, is a little too confident sometimes in his abilities.
Yeah, and he has that size advantage here against Grayson, but Grayson prides himself on slaying the giants. He loves taking on these tasks where he is the underdog, so to speak, but tonight he wants to prove that the underdog can be the top dog, and he sends Latimer for a ride with that German suplex with a release.
I think Stu Grayson has been an underdog all his life, and I think it's fueled him in his career, whether it was mixed martial arts or pro wrestling.
Yeah, an undefeated kick. Oh, wow, and there it is. Hits like a heavyweight, moves like a cruiserweight, and that high impact offense already sending Latimer retreating to the outside.
Latimer did the smart thing, saw Grayson going for the drop kick. He actually stepped towards Grayson to not let him extend the legs. Didn't get all of it.
Oh, sent on a Tomigo to the outside by Grayson.
Grayson needs to stop glad-handing these people from Ontario and start focusing on trying to get a pinfall here.
And again, the gamesmanship here by Thom Latimer begging off. We all know he's trying to set a trap, and you know Stu Grayson's done his homework. And oh! And yet Grayson's the one that ends up being trapped in the corner due to the treachery of Thom Latimer. And Latimer now putting the boots to Grayson, looking to stop that proverbial mud hole through Grayson in the corner.
Latimer giving it here to the fans in Canada. A lot of boos when they announced he's from the UK. Different.
Full scoop and a slam. Oh, driving the elbow into the heart of Grayson. Lateral press, hooks the leg, and Grayson kicks out at 2. Oh, Grayson caught the kick. Spins Latimer around, kicks him to the knee, and clubbing forearm to the back between the shoulder blades, and there Grayson headbutting the upper body of Latimer. Reversal on the lateral press, tip up by Grayson. Latimer hoists him up, backdrop suplex.
Here's the thing with Latimer. I've managed a lot of champions. He wrestles like a champion. He wrestles with a lot of ability and a lot of confidence.
Yes, he does, and of course you're at your highest level of confidence when you get to call yourself champion, and he is NWA World's Heavyweight Champion in his first reign. And a fighting champion, defending it for the second time under the MLP banner. Blood rushing. Oh, there's that delayed vertical suplex by Latimer on. Grayson goes for the cover. And Grayson kicks out at 2.
That size advantage of Latimer starting to play a role in the outcome of this match.
Putting all of size now on the upper body area of Grayson, that rear chin lock, and just leaning into it. Neutralizing not only the chin, the head, but also that left arm. Grayson, though, getting back up to a vertical base, drives the elbow into the breadbasket, does it again. Well-placed knee by Latimer. And Latimer again going for the body slam. Escaped by Grayson, and he pops a right hand to the face of Latimer. And Latimer with a spinning heel kick on Grayson. Goes for the side press, hooks the leg, and Grayson kicks out at 2.
What I like about Latimer is that he's essentially a ground-based wrestler, but every once in a while, he'll show you some of that explosive athleticism, like that leg lariat.
Oh, another elbow smash to the back of Grayson's head by Latimer. And another elbow.
This is championship wrestling right here. I mean, pick a body part and abuse it. That's what he's doing.
And he's targeting the neck of Stu Grayson. NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Thom Latimer in full control of this championship match. And again, looking for that delayed suplex. This time spun off and rolled up by Grayson. And Grayson showing his strength and suplexing Latimer.
Great counter by Grayson. You know, this is his home country, but sometimes that's a negative because you've noticed he keeps looking to the fans and he needs to look at Latimer.
The pressure has never been more for Stu Grayson to challenge for this NWA World's Heavyweight Championship, not only in Canada, but here at this venue, the Mecca of pro wrestling in Canada. First event in decades under the Maple Leaf banner. Latimer, oh, big forearm sends Grayson to the ropes. Reversal by Grayson. Belly to belly overhead suplex by Grayson. Is he going to be taking Latimer to Stuplex City? I do believe it is. A series of Stuplexes by Stu Grayson as he vies for the crown. Oh, Latimer, no, he was unable to stop it from happening, Don. Another, you know what it is.
Great snap in the hips from Stu Grayson on these suplexes. It's impressive.
And a series of suplexes, or as Stu Grayson told me he likes to refer to him as the Stuplexes, but
That's
he
annoying.
needs to put Latimer into a stupor here if he were to win the crown. And now showing off his agility. There it is, tornado DDT from the top turnbuckle.
Don't be stupid. See what I did there?
Yeah, I like
Go
what
for
you
the
did
pin,
there.
Grayson.
Grayson coming up with a cup right on the line. Salt. Side press hooks the leg, and Latimer 1 count away from being dethroned. 1 count away from Grayson before becoming the 4th Canadian-born NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
Referee might have been a little out of position on that, Morrow.
Latimer now on the outside. Tope on Hero. Mamma mia!
Stop milking it. Get him in the ring and try to beat him.
Grayson landing on his feet following that tope con hero, but I've got to agree with the founder of the Don Callis family.
Look at this. It's not smart, but he is from Quebec, so what can we expect?
He's there. What a tremendously executed tope con hero. He lands on his feet, Don. You got to give him marks there for athleticism, agility, and high-octane offense. Low bridge sends Latimer again to the outside, but you're right. In order for him to walk out champion, he's got to pin him or submit him in the ring. Instead, DDT on the apron by Grayson.
Latimer had it his way for a long time. He was not prepared for these athletic maneuvers from Stu Grayson.
Take a look at the replay, Don. A vicious, devastating DDT on the apron, and now Grayson all the way to the top. Is he about to earn the crowning achievement? 450 splash, and we are going to crown a new NWA World's Heavyweight. Oh, no!
Great 450 there by Grayson. Get back on him. Wants the crowd to get on the ref, but the referees here at MLP don't change their calls, Morrow.
And the referee, of course, in control here now, looking to see. Wow, what a running knee strike by Stu Grayson. That could have knocked out Thom Latimer, but instead of going for the cover, Grayson wants to mete out more punishment. It looks like he's going for the nightfall. Looking for nightfall. It's scouted by Latimer, fighting it off with elbows to the head. Latimer looking for the brighter side of suffering. Looking for the cover. Oh, 2.5 count.
So close.
That lifting DDT, it's unbelievable that Grayson kicked out of the brighter side of suffering, and Latimer couldn't believe it.
Look out now.
And there, the shoulders are down. Only a 2 count, and another running knee strike by Grayson on Latimer. Grayson on the verge of being crowned NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, but he's got to cover Latimer. Instead, he's bringing him back to his feet. He wants to do it with his patented nightfall. And again, Latimer fish hooking the nose. Latimer now pushing Grayson into the ropes. Boot to the face by Grayson. Oh, and met by the spear of Latimer. Latimer sends Grayson crashing. Side press hooks the leg. Oh, and he gets that left arm up just in the nick of time, Don.
Yeah, instinctive wrestling by young Stu Grayson.
Latimer trash-talking Grayson. Grayson, who always brings his overwhelming physicality, and he and Latimer have been in a grueling physical battle here for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. And now it's Latimer looking for the pile driver. Oh no, that's it. That's gotta be it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Can't believe that one.
Grayson kicking out of a devastating pile driver has to be wrestling on pure instincts at this point, but that's what the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship means to him. He told us the only way Latimer is going to beat him, Grayson said to me, was if he kills me.
Well, better get the hearse because that could happen. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'm not a big Stu Grayson fan.
Well, he's got plenty of fans here tonight, here at the sold-out Mattamy Athletic Center, the former Maple Leaf Gardens. They're rallying behind Grayson. Oh, the pop-up power bomb!
Yeah, he's suckered him in.
NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Thom Latimer, just like that, retains the
NWA
10 pounds of gold.
Champion, Thom Latimer.
Wow.
Hard-fought title defense here for Latimer.
A shocked crowd as Thom Latimer disappointing this Toronto crowd as the Canadian Stu Grayson unsuccessful in his attempt to become the new champion, and Thom Latimer walks out of Toronto still in possession of the 10 pounds of gold. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling's Northern Rising, we revisit some of the action of this NWA World's Heavyweight Championship match, Don.
Yeah, great back and forth. Stu Grayson had him rocking for a while, and then it went back to a ground-based game, which favors Latimer.
And the aerial attack of Grayson actually cost him there as he was intercepted. The pop-up power bomb led to the 1-2-3. Thom Latimer remains NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.